Welcome to This Explainer. Right now, a massive, fundamental transformation is sweeping through K12 schools across Saudi Arabia. We're literally watching traditional models step aside for a really dynamic digital-first future. So today, we're going to pop the hood and look closely at the engine driving this incredible shift, the e-learning management system, and see how it's entirely reshaping the educational experience for everyone involved.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the Vision 2030 education shift. 2. What exactly is an LMS? 3. Empowering the modern teacher. 4. Data-driven school leadership. And finally, number 5, the Skolera solution.
Section 1. The Vision 2030 Education Shift. To really understand why this shift has become an absolute necessity and not just some optional upgrade, we have to look at the immense pressures schools have been under. Think back to pre-2020. Educators were completely bogged down by heavy paperwork, human error, and just exhausting manual tasks. Then, of course, the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic hit, triggering a sudden digital awakening. It proved without a shadow of a doubt that schools absolutely needed robust electronic systems where users could work anytime and anywhere. Fast forward to today, and this awakening aligns perfectly with the overarching goals of Saudi Vision 2030. It's a nationwide digital transformation ensuring content quality, ease of management, and a vastly improved learning experience that meets high national standards.
Section 2. What is an LMS?
We hear the acronym LMS thrown around a lot in EdTech, but what exactly is an e-learning management system anyway? And more importantly, what does it actually look like for a school on a random Tuesday morning?
Put simply, an LMS is the ultimate digital link. It's a centralized electronic system that brings administration, teachers, students, and parents together into one single hub. It lets a school plan, monitor, and thoroughly evaluate all their educational activities. Basically, it creates a complete learning space that houses online lessons, regular testing, and communication channels all in one secure, unified place. When we break this down into tangible, daily benefits, the impact is huge. Take content management. We aren't just talking about storing a few PDF files. It means creating incredibly diverse multimedia lessons using text, audio, and video to really cater to how individual students learn. For attendance tracking, the system completely automates reports and fires off instant alerts when a student is absent. And crucially, secure cloud storage protects all of this vital school data from cyber attacks or physical damage. It's a whole ecosystem built specifically for efficiency and security.
Section 3. Empowering the modern teacher.
Think about the recent past for a second. Teachers were drowning in literal days of paperwork, mind-numbing manual grading, and the sheer exhaustion that inevitably leads to human error. Now, contrast that with the present reality of using an LMS. We are talking about automated reporting that takes mere seconds. Data is securely managed in the cloud, drastically slashing the administrative workload. It allows educators to automate those repetitive routines so they can actually get back to what they do best, which is teaching.
So here is how this saves time on a practical level. A teacher creates a test or assignment entirely digitally. The system then instantly auto-grades all the objective questions, saving, hours of tedious work. But here's the important part. The teacher still manually reviews the analytical essay questions. The LMS doesn't replace their professional judgment at all. It just frees up their time to actually use it, allowing for a truly fair assessment of each individual student.
And the benefits of digitizing these workflows extend far beyond just saving a teacher's time. By moving all school records to a digital format, the LMS creates massive financial savings. It heavily cuts down on printing costs, it completely eliminates the need for those massive dusty filing cabinets, and it removes the risk of, say, a spilled cup of coffee destroying a student's permanent academic record.
Section 4. Data-driven school leadership.
Now, for school leaders, an LMS is an absolute game changer. Administrators finally have the analytical horsepower to track attendance rates and student behavior in real time, which means they can step in early if something's wrong. They can instantly compare the performance of different classes and teachers and measure whether an educational plan is actually working or if it needs a tweak. It directly links high-level academic goals to daily operational management so leaders can anticipate risks, allocate resources effectively, and promote total transparency with both staff and parents.
This data ultimately translates into highly actionable insights. Back in the day, figuring out performance differences across classes would have taken weeks of cross-referencing paper gradebooks. Now, analysis tools provide a clear breakdown instantly.
A principal can look at the numbers, see exactly which class is knocking it out of the park and which one might need some extra targeted support, and confidently make data-driven improvements right then and there.
This level of analysis is only possible because an LMS acts like a massive unifier. School data is incredibly complex. You're balancing academic records, daily attendance figures, and a huge chunk of administrative operations like registering new students or issuing certificates. The LMS pulls all of these disconnected silos into one secure, unified environment. And that holds true whether you're managing a small school or an institution with thousands of students.
Section 5. The Skolera solution. So this is exactly where a dedicated platform like Skolera steps in. It's built specifically to solve the headaches we've just been talking about. It features intuitive tools for cloud-stored academic content creation and time-saving educational plan development to help teachers hit their curriculum goals. It has that absolutely vital automated attendance tracking, complete with specialist alerts for student absences, and, super importantly for modern education, it offers seamless hybrid support. Whether a student is in the classroom or learning from home, Skolera ensures the educational process keeps moving anytime, anywhere.
Ultimately, simplifying administration and saving teachers from burnout leads to one primary goal: empowering the student. When teachers actually have the right tools, students get incredibly easy access to their course materials and tests. This is especially critical for developing individualized learning plans for students who might be struggling academically and really need that highly tailored, specific support.
We are looking at a complete paradigm shift in Saudi K12 education here. By taking the heavy lifting out of administration and grading, we are literally giving educators their time and energy back. Which leaves us with one pretty inspiring question to end this explainer. As digital platforms completely eliminate these tedious administrative burdens, how far can educators take the boundless future of student learning? Thank you so much for joining me, and keep learning.